who you are?
Defy the Tyrants.
Defy the Tyrants. Defy the Tyrants.
From mostly South San Diego.
Yeah, we're San Diego.
Now, it's been a few years since we last saw you guys. Would you guys please get us back up to date on how you guys have been and what you guys have done?
So the last time we did the Wacken battle, we had a former singer of ours in the band. This is our vocalist, Zach, his first time, and he's been the longest vocalist we've had, so shout out, Zach. I love you. I love you.
We love Zach.
We released 5 singles between 2021 and 2023, and we're currently working on our new album. And we're mixing the album right now. Our drummer, Brandon's mixing it. And we have a new single coming out next month in April.
All right.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Get in here.
He had to change his belt.
All right. Would you guys please describe your band and sound for anyone out there?
We play metal.
Yeah.
I don't like to go more in detail than that. I think
It definitely is.
there's a lot of subgenres, and we're whatever you want us to be.
We're a hybrid metal band.
That's a good way. That's a good way to put it. Now,
Sure.
We do a little bit of everything. So there's like clean screams, slow stuff, fast stuff. You pretty much name it. Yeah.
We play whatever we want, but it's all metal.
All right. Well, then how about this one? Who inspires each one of you and how you perform in this band? Whether it be a band itself that inspires you or an artist.
Who wants to start?
I'll start. I'm the new metal guy of the band, so I'm into like Limp Bizkit, Korn, Linkin Park. I like a lot of the newer gen bands too, and modern metal like After the Burial, Bring Me the Horizon. So I bring that kind of style to the band. I bring more of the groovy new metal, early 2000s kind of style, and mixed in with Hondro's tech death metal stuff that we do, which is pretty cool. Metallica and Korn are my favorite bands, so I think that says a lot about me.
So like Tony said, thrash head, and also that technical death metal over here. So Megadeth, that punk attitude, the fucking hell yeah, that's what we bring to this band, baby.
So Metallica's like a big one for me. I know Lars gets a lot of shit, but he's one of the reasons I play metal drums. So Lars, Lamb of God, obviously, and Chris Adler was a huge influence on me when I started playing, aggressive metal. And then from there on, getting more and more heavy, more and more extreme. So lots of different stuff. I'd say also, we grew up around nu metal, and now deathcore was really big when we were in high school. All of that, kind of swinging, grooving, heavy shit, I think, is a big part of what we like. But I like to go fast, too.
My influences, are really everything. I would say bands that have changed a lot, like Bring Me the Horizon, from like crazy, nasty, brutal stuff when they first came out to even poppy stuff. I like the poppy stuff. Have kids. There's other people that like poppy stuff, as I think that's why we mesh and do a little bit of everything in the band. But even old school, like Lamb of God, like you said, our classics, some of my favorites, and newer bands that are brutal, like Shadow of Intent. There's a ton of different kinds, but it kind of goes all over the board. So whether it's brutal or beautiful, I like it. So.
All right. I guess for me, some of my favorite influences would be like Korn and Lamb of God. Really into like the new metal stuff.
What has been your favorite show you guys have played together as a band so far?
Soma.
We were talking about that actually.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we all kind of
Soma last month was pretty sick.
Was pretty fun.
I'll throw out one unconventional. We played in a backyard in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to play a venue, and it fell through, so we wound up playing in a backyard. And there were people there, and it was mostly like kids, like teenagers. And there was a pool, and kids were moshing around a pool, and in the pool, some people fell in. It was pretty fucking cool. Yeah, for us going from we drove all the way out to Vegas, and the venue there was bird shit everywhere. But then wound up being a really good show. So that's one of my favorites.
Out of all the bands that are playing tonight, who are you the most excited to see perform?
Not Blackcast.
Not Blackcast. Not Rich and Blackcast. No.
Not Rich at all. No, we're just fucking with you guys.
We love Blackcast.
I don't know. Actually, it is probably is Blackcast. We play a lot with them, so they're our friends, and it's always fun to play with them. But anyone else?
No, Blackcast, yeah.
No, I'd probably
But
say
to
the
be-
same thing because I actually, I used to work with one of them too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But besides that, I'm excited to see all the other bands too because we haven't heard them. We've heard Blackcast a bunch.
Exactly.
We haven't heard these other bands, so it'll be cool to see them play.
Now, why you want to see these bands because they are such good competition, or just because you love your homies?
Both.
Oh, got love for the homies. You know, gotta love the homies. You know, we're all about supporting our friends and supporting our friends' bands. I think that's why most of us are like really supportive of Black Cast. But getting to know the new bands too is pretty cool. We'd like to network a lot and talk with newer bands that we never play with, and there's a lot of bands on this bill that. Exactly. So yeah.
What I'll say too is like all of us have been playing in the San Diego metal scene for like 20 years, which makes me want to throw up. But, you know, back when I started playing with this fucker when I was like 14, it was a lot more competitive and not really a community so much back then. It's a lot more of a community now, so I don't look like, yeah, this is like a battle of the bands, whatever. It's more just a cool opportunity to play with cool bands and some bands that normally we probably wouldn't play with because we don't know them. So I think that's the cool part.
All right. So if you guys are able to make it past all the USA battles and you make it all the way to Wacken, what's the first thing you guys want to do in Germany?
Beer.
Beer?
Just drink their beer.
Das Boot.
I mean, you could say beer, but like,
beer.
you know, I come from working for a beer distributor. I'd gonna go like Spaten or like some like actual brewery. You know what I mean?
I definitely want to hang out with a goat. If we can find a goat, I'm now done hanging out with a goat. We don't get what? We don't get goats here. We do get goats here. Okay. I'm sorry. A goat.
We're clearly not a very cultured band.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have any advice for anyone who wants to start a band or any bands that are starting out?
I can 100% tell you it's like having 4 girlfriends, roommates or whatever you want to say. There is some type of intimacy there. You have to get along in all aspects, because when money's involved, when music's involved, emotion, you just got to get along. Yeah, time, effort, blood, sweat, tears, all that fucking shit. You have to just make sure you get along with these people. So, if you don't get along, you're probably not going to make good music.
Yeah, don't do it to get famous, because you likely won't. Do it because you like playing music, especially if you're into metal music. Like, there's no money, so do it because you like doing it. Do it because you like playing the kind of music you like to play.
It's a labor of love, 100%.
All right. Can we touch back up on that project you guys are working on? Would you give us a little bit more information? Maybe any other shows you guys are doing as well?
Currently, we don't have any shows lined up. We're trying to focusing on. Oh, we have a 9/11 benefit show we're doing with our friend G Dog with here at Brick by Brick with Cascade Effect and Godhammer. We're looking forward to that. Those are our boys. Shout out Aaron. And yeah, basically we're just gonna be focusing on mixing the album, shooting some videos and content for it, and then probably booking soon after. So this album, we started working on this album in July. It'll be 3 years since we started working on it. It's been pretty crazy. And lots of things have changed, obviously, like throughout the last 3 years about who we're going to record with, who we're going to mix with, and we ended up just doing everything DIY, recording the album while we wrote it, and then, having Brandon mix down the album right now.
Which we would rather do because we're very much a DIY band, and we always have been.
Exactly. And I think, like, as far as, like, what's on the album, it's just a lot of surprises. There's We've always been associated with like deathcore and gent and more thrashcore, whatever you want to call it. But on this album, we wanted to focus more on just being a metal band. So there's just a lot more focus on that and trying different things. There's a lot of surprises on this album that people who've been listening to us for a long time are going to be very happy or sad about. So and I can't wait.
Last question. You guys take some time to share all of your social media. Like, where are the best places to keep up to date with you guys at your events, any of your new shows?
Of course.
Where we can find all your music and merch?
So our biggest social media page is Instagram, so at Defy the Tyrants. We also have Facebook, facebook.com/Defy the Tyrants. Those would be the two main sites to check us out at. We have a lot of content on YouTube as well. And we're going to be doing vlogs and music videos and stuff like that, so you can go check stuff out on there. We're going to be doing some guitar playthroughs with myself and Hondro, doing some vocal stuff as well with Zach. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up on YouTube. Yeah, you can follow me at Anthony_7string. Actually, the three of us, myself, Hondro, and Albert, we have a podcast called Metalology where we do update a lot on Defy the Tyrants stuff, talk about our favorite shows we played, just stuff like that. So it's very Defy the Tyrants related as well. And yeah, I'm going to hand it off to Hondro.
Well, you can find me at metal_Hondro, and yeah, you already mentioned all the other stuff.
Instagram, Defy the Drummer, pretty simple.
And then you can follow me at Slap_the bass. Slap at the bass.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Good luck out there. Stay fucking brutal.
Thank you.
We're all gods.
All right, welcome to our little show. Would you guys please introduce yourselves and who you are?
We're Old Gods. I'm Jameson. I do vocals and guitars.
And you don't want more Irish in your coffee?
I know, right?
I'm disappointed.
Yeah. I probably had too much Irish at this point. That's when you're named Jameson. Everybody, when they don't know what to get you for a birthday or Christmas, you get a bottle of fucking Jameson. So at this point, no, I drink it.
No, I drink it.
I'm Josh. I also play guitar and do vocals. And, yeah, look good while I'm doing it.
There we go. I like that confidence.
And I'm Bert. I do the drums.
All right. Would you guys tell us a little bit about the history of your band?
Do you want me to start? So,
whoever wants to.
both of us moved to California in 2022. We were both looking for someone to play with. We met on Craigslist, which sounds dodgy.
Another band just said Craigslist, how they formed, so this is tracking.
So we started to play late 2022, early 23. Josh came along a few months after on the guitar.
Also from Craigslist.
Also from Craigslist.
San Diego, get your band members from Craigslist.
Man, Craig's hooking it up.
No, we found all the good ones already.
Yeah.
Don't worry, someone's gonna quit a band.
Yeah, and we've been making records, creating songs, playing shows since then.
All right, I love that. I love how easily you guys found each other too, and how quickly you guys just became such a good little band.
I think that band-wise, this is probably the easiest cohesion of people that I've had with bands. So I grew up in Portland, or lived in Portland the past 10 years or so, and out there everyone plays black metal, everyone plays hardcore. So if you put an ad up on Craigslist to find people that play anything in those genres, there's no one because everyone does it. And so every drummer's in 7 bands, every guitarist is in 30.
That's not very different from here.
I beg to differ. I put an ad up on Craigslist that I was looking to play black and hardcore. I got hit up by a bunch of sick drummers. Bert and this guy Keith is actually in Woodswitch, who's playing tomorrow. And I, jammed with both of them, and just, Bert and I had a little bit more continuity in what we were, trying to accomplish. Yeah. And me and Keith, we're all still good buddies, and we've played shows with each other. It's been easy to immerse into a metal community, immediately here, and it just wasn't like that in other places.
Very, very welcoming.
Yeah.
So.
And then Josh came along, and we're into a lot of the same stuff. I'm a fan of the way he plays guitar. He's a fan of the way I play guitar, and so it's worked out. It's just been great.
You guys just bonded. I love
that.
Yeah, pretty quickly too. I mean, we both I've never met anyone else that plays the same kind of weird chords, and I don't know what any of them are called, but I know that he plays the same ones that I play, and that was purely organic. So,
I love that for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, then, that is a perfect lead into the next question. Would you guys please describe your sound and vibe?
We call it blackened hardcore. There's a lot of different influences from everybody. Bert's the grindcore guy.
Yep.
I guess I'm the straight up hardcore guy, and then I'd call Jameson the metalcore guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, our sound is very it's bleak. We try to keep it heavy, but we're also very melodic and
Dreary.
The dreary is the word that comes up a lot. It's a rainy day every day in Old God's Camp. Yeah.
Well, would you guys please tell each of us, who inspires you directly, how you perform for this band?
I think when it comes to writing, I know that Josh and I have some of the same influences. Portrayal of Guilt, the really unique way that they structure music and mix hardcore and grindcore and a bunch of other genres into a really cohesive product has been a pretty unifying thing in the way that we write music. And I think stage performance-wise, bands like The Chariot and Norma Jean would best describe. I hate standing around. I can't stand in one place and just play guitar and look down at it. And we split the vocals up because normally I've always been straight, fully a vocalist, or, Josh has been fully a vocalist, or So this band we've split it up so that we both don't have to be married to the microphone all the time. So that's been really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way with influences that. That is another reason that we got along so well. Is all of the bands that Jameson had listed in Craigslist were bands that I really fucking love.
So you guys are just secretly twins.
Yeah, pretty much. We both have a snake tattooed on the side of our head. We're both really
brothers from another mother.
Brother from another mother. Both really good looking.
There you go. I love that confidence.
That's the most important one. But I mean, sound wise, you ask these guys. I compare everything to Converge. Is that more Converge or less Converge? But I mean, that's pretty much my all-time favorite band. Otherwise, yeah. Portrayal of Guilt, End is a really sick band that we've been taking a lot of influence from. But yeah, just it's a lot of different stuff. I'm really curious to hear what Bert's influences are.
I like Thunk and Meshuggah. So, that's it.
Well, what has been your favorite show that you've performed together?
I think, so we've played 3 times at Brick by Brick. They were always good. We did our first show here, so the room is big and we had people, so it was nice. We did a gig, I think, which might be our favorite, at Till 2 Club in San Diego. And it's so small, it's so loud.
It is there.
Yeah. So for a new band like us, it was great to see people moving directly there, and so I think this
Try
one
to
will
be careful
probably.
you don't whack someone in the face, because that is
Yeah.
not much of a stage.
Exactly. I'm safe. I was behind, but.
It's fair. You're the drummer. You don't have to worry.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry.
So yeah, I think we will agree on this one.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm with it. I think that was so far my favorite show. We got our friends in Blunt Splitter dropped onto the show last minute because someone had to drop off, and it was just super sick for them to show up, and the whole San Diego metal scene just kind of came out for it too.
We are like cockroaches. You say show, we come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to that next question. What band are you most excited to see perform tonight?
That is an excellent question.
'Cause I know you guys got some friends here, so.
Yeah, I don't think.
I've always wanted to see Brutalion. I mean, I've never seen them. Yeah, I've always wanted to see them. I think we've seen Provoked before, I'm pretty sure.
We have seen Provoked before at Till 2. Yeah. They're a great band. I think I'm just excited to see them again. But, you know, I think I'm really curious about Defy the Tyrant.
They've actually battled before, too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I believe Gravity Grave has as well.
Nice.
Oh, so you're telling me the gloves are coming off for the two of them?
Yeah.
Heavyweight round.
You can see what we got out in Santa Ana, Orange County, LA area. Just wait until they get down here.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, it'll be Mike Tyson Punch-Out all over again. But yeah, we're pretty excited to see them. I don't know, Bert, who are you excited to see tonight?
Yeah, same names. I mean, I've not here been long enough to know every local band, so that's discovery for me.
Yeah.
There are a lot of us. It's not easy to pin us all down.
For sure.
All right. So, is the reason why you're excited to see these bands perform because they are such great competition, or just because you love the homies?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. It's also I haven't seen almost any of these bands live yet, so I like to see bands I haven't seen before. I love to go see bands that are my favorites over and over again, like certain ones, but I love to see new music live. I love to see a band that I'm not really that familiar with live. So that's for me, anyways. I don't know about these guys, but
Yeah, I mean, I also just I love playing music with other bands and seeing how other bands perform, and you know, there's always a lot of camaraderie playing shows with bands as opposed to seeing them. Like when you play a show, you get to see them, and you also get the camaraderie of sharing an audience, and it's a very intimate way of having a music community. Yeah, these guys sound great. Yeah, this is sick.
And I will tell you this: these battles, I have been covering them since 2018, I believe. They are barely even battles at all. It's more about a hangout session with everyone there.
heck yeah. Dang, these guys are really good.
You guys are in a good place.
Yeah. We're happy to be here.
All right, so if you guys are able to make it through all the battles, what would be the first thing you guys do in Germany? Oh, he wants
guy
to
right
know.
here.
He knows.
Well, I've never been to Wacken, but I'm from Europe. I have friends that have played there, and the catering, because it's Germany, is made of meat, potatoes, beer, so you always have a good time regardless of what time you play and where you play.
Very hearty.
Yeah.
Those are my 3 food groups.
Yeah, meat and potatoes, both for the music and the catering, so that's exciting. It's a great place too, where it's located, so yay for Germany.
Definitely the food.
You just missed the food.
Yeah.
No, it's valid. Most people, the first thing they want to do is try the German beer, eat the German food. Do you guys have any advice for people who want to start a band or are a band just starting out?
My thing, I think, is get together and create music as soon as possible. There's a lot of bands that will put stuff together, but they don't really release anything. They don't really play a show for a long time. You have to force yourself into deadlines, so you're actually forced to create, and I think that worked really well with us. We've recorded or created about an hour worth of music in a year, and this is not our job, so it took a lot outside of our day-to-day life, and I'm really happy with it because the output is really there's a lot, so we're really happy with it. So I think get together as often as you can and put stuff out as soon as you can.
Yeah, I mean, practice a lot. That's something that I didn't do in a lot of bands before, is just rehearse and practice and get together a lot. That's something that I have really gotten better about with this band. We practice a ton. We at least practice once a week, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 times a week, and we're always writing, we're always pushing ourselves to be better. But I would suggest to a new band, get together a lot and just play music together. That's the whole point of it, is to play music. So do it a lot,
Yeah, and I would say just keep going. I mean, it's like dating, It's like it really is. There's a certain point, like you might start a band, or you might be in a band that you don't like or doesn't suit you, and if you keep pushing towards, what creatively suits you, you'll eventually find the people that align with you, So you keep going. But that's the thing, is that if the right person came along, it's like I think it's almost like when you stop trying, you know what I mean, is when things happen, organically. I think there's a certain amount of like, you can squeeze things so tight that you push it all out of your hand. You know what I mean? So I think it's good to make sure that you, like, what you're in, your goals align with the other people in the band, Like, I've always found that playing music with people, you have, like, 3 types of people. You have either gas pedals, brakes, or passengers. And so you either have people that are fucking all gas, some people are always trying to pump the brakes on your fucking project, and some people are like, man, I could care if the car is going or not, and they're just along for the ride. And everybody in this band is gas pedals, which is why we put out so much shit, because we're always like, fuck it, let's do it.
All right. Now, back to that project you guys are working on. Would you like to give a little bit more information about it? Anything else you have coming up after this or after the battles in general?
Yeah, so, I mean, we're, like he said, we're in the studio right now. We are, like he said, we've got the drums done, but it's going to be our first full-length album. We don't have a lot of other information to share about it yet, but stay tuned for it, because it's our first full length, and this is an album that I think we've all really found our stride on, and our groove, and how well we work together. Not to say that the first one wasn't, but it's our first EP. It definitely it do be hitting different, but
the first one was really like getting it out there so that we could have something to play shows off of and have stuff to show people, and it just turned out way better than we had ever expected it to, and it's just, I mean, that's a nice thing to happen. This album is much more intentional. It's just stuff that we've been writing together, and while we were producing and putting out the first 6-song EP, most of the time when you're putting something out like that, you're practicing it, and you're recording all these parts, and there's a whole bunch of waiting involved, and like waiting for things to get mixed or mastered or whatever. So the whole time we're with a bunch of really just throw out riffs, all the time. And so we were like, while we were working on that, we were pretty much had like a full album's worth of shit by the time that one even like was ready to be released.
Sounds like you guys are prepared.
Yeah. So I mean, I think by the time we're done with this one in the studio, I mean, we probably at this point with the volume that we write, we could probably go for an album a year.
Nice. I like that. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Where can we find all of your social media? Like, what is your social media? Best ways to keep in contact with you, for people to keep up to date with your shows, your music, anything like
Media
that?
guy.
Oh, okay. That's one.
I just found out I'm the media guy.
Oh.
Instagram is usually where we do a lot of our promotion and stuff like that. We are also on Facebook and stuff like that, but hit us up on Instagram. It's Old Gods Band. We tried to get Old Gods from some random guy, but he never messaged me back. Still hasn't messaged me back. But it's okay. It's Old Gods Band now. Yeah. But we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. We're on Bandcamp, YouTube Music, Deezer.
Anywhere you can find music.
Yeah, anywhere you can find music. If you look it up, it's Old Gods. Our first EP is called Low/Behold. But, I mean, as far as updates for shows and stuff like that, go through the Instagram. We have our email on there. We have all our contact info. You can talk to me personally.
Oh, wow.
Slide into the DMs.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Right here, folks. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay fucking brutal.
Thank you.
So would you guys please tell us who you are?
My name's Eric, Provoked, guitar player.
My name is Ethan, I play the drums.
My name is Adam, I'm the singer and guitarist.
Zach, I play bass and I scream.
Alright, would you guys give us a little rundown of your history?
Yeah, absolutely. So the band was originally formed, this is my brother here, me and my brother are originally from a town in Ohio called Mansfield, Ohio, and we formed the band when we were around 14 and 12 years old. We played all local metal bars in the vicinity, played the Ohio circuit, and then about 5 years ago we came out here to San Diego and started playing metal, and the rest is history.
We are a heavy metal band. We draw a lot of influences from classic heavy metal bands and modern metal bands. Just to name a few, Slayer, Testament, Lamb of God, bands like that. Our sound is very thrashy. We do a mix of screaming and singing. We're a very fast-paced band, but we do have some slow breakdown parts and build-up parts. But yeah, generally just straightforward thrash metal.
All right. Now, would you guys give us a little bit of the inspiration for each one of you, how you guys perform?
An obvious one is probably, as you can guess, is Cliff Burton. Lemmy, Phil Lynott, Dimebag Darrell. There's so many. It could go on forever.
Absolutely, I would second that with Dimebag, also Alexi, Children of Bodom. I would say also Alex Lifeson, Rush.
For me, I would say, Neil Peart's my favorite drummer. But for this kind of music, Dave Lombardo. Also Chris Adler and Chris Adler from Lamb of God, and I would say Jason Bittner from Shadows Fall as well.
For me, my all-time Chuck Schuldiner from Death. That's like my go-to guitar hero, I guess. For this band, I kind of use influences from Matt Heafy or Rob Flynn, Trivium, Machine Head. Pretty much, that's kind of what I'm going for.
All right. Now, would you guys please tell us your favorite show you've played together so far as this band? Because I know some of you are in another band as well.
With this current lineup, our favorite show we played so far, probably the Che Cafe. It was about a month ago. We had a good-sized crowd. What was cool is we played with some touring indie bands, so we definitely stood out. But there was the demographic was all younger people, which we're used to playing for mostly older people, so it was kind of a cool change.
They got to open up the eyes of the next generation of possible metalheads.
Definitely, it seems like younger people are liking metal more.
Please convert more into actual metal.
That's what it seems like. So.
Please, I'm tired of metalcore.
Yeah, I think that was our best show so far, but we're looking forward to tonight as well.
Right. And speaking of tonight, what bands are you guys excited to see play tonight?
Brutalion for sure. Well, then again, everybody. Defy the Tyrants, Black Cast. I mean, we played with Black Cast. That was pretty cool. I'm not too familiar with the what are they called? The Grave?
Gravity Grave.
Gravity Grave. But I'm pretty excited.
They also competed a few years ago.
Right on, yeah. And then pretty much, the rest of the guys in the lineup, everybody here is pretty freaking badass.
And all the bands tomorrow as well.
Yeah,
and
tomorrow too.
Cascade Effect, we're excited to see them also.
Yeah, we're super stoked. This one's going to be a real good fucking rager.
And the reason you're excited for seeing these bands tonight because you've seen them at such amazing competition, or because they're just the homies and you love watching the homies do things?
I would say it's definitely a mixture of both. It's just so great to see so many bands participating in the local metal scene here in San Diego and really keeping the dream alive. And really excited to see these guys play.
We do have a very tight-knit community, and it's only gotten tighter ever since.
Absolutely.
All right, so if you guys actually are able to make it through all of the battles for America, and you make it all the way to Germany, what is the first thing you guys want to do there?
That's a great question.
Good beer.
up first thing. Are you sure you want to
Absolutely.
get a hangover before you perform?
Yeah,
Drink,
that's probably not a good
German
idea.
beer.
Glorious hangover.
Then I really hope you do Nerve Dog.
I'd definitely like to try some really good German restaurants. Being in Ohio, there's a German village in Columbus, Ohio, and used to go to this one place a lot, Schmitz, and they have some really good German food there, so I'd be excited to try that as well.
So you just basically want to taste the home again.
Absolutely.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh, you guys just kind of like, yes, food, beer, please.
Food and beer.
Exactly.
Honestly, as a foodie myself, I don't blame you.
Yeah, we're super low maintenance.
No, that's valid. I mean, isn't like the first thing you want to do is just to immerse yourself in the culture and try their food and drink?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
That's the best thing to do.
First thing, I didn't say the only thing.
But it is the first thing.
All right, do you guys have any advice for anybody who wants to start a band or any bands that are starting out?
Absolutely. I would say, first and foremost, master your instrument.
Master your craft.
Put 2 to 4 hours a day into it initially, whatever it takes. I would say, for me, learning the guitar, I started with some simple songs, but I dove right into Master of Puppets by Metallica and learned it note for note and learned a lot of my inspirations, music. And with that, I've been able to translate a lot of my influences into our own original playing. I would also recommend learning how to use a digital audio workstation like a Logic, a Reason, Pro Tools, so that you can map out your ideas so that when you go to collaborate with other musicians, you have everything on the table and can move forward and put out a good album.
All right, do you guys have any up-and-coming projects or shows that you're going to be doing after this?
Yeah, so right now we're working on our debut album, which has been a long time coming. It's going to be 11 songs. We're working out of Signature Sound Studios right now, where like As They Lay Dying, Pierce the Veil, and some of those other bigger metal bands here in San Diego have recorded at. We're self-producing it. We're using their space. So that's going to be done in the near future. That's going to be exciting. That's going to come with some music videos and the full package. We have actually another album's worth of music already written, so we've got plenty of music.
You got the backup ready for after this.
Exactly. As far as shows, we have a show April 6th, right, in Murrieta at the Solaris Brewing Company. That one's going to be really good. And then we have April 14th at Winston's in Ocean Beach.
All right. Last question for you boys. Where are the best places to find your media, whether it be sound, pictures, or just ways to keep it up to date with you guys and what you're doing?
All the typical Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, we have our demo. The album, as soon as it's ready, will be on there.
All right.
Yep. Just at the Provoked on everything.
At the Provoked. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. Can't wait to see more. And welcome back to Coffee and Metal. Stay fucking brutal.
Stay brutal!